Okay, guys. So previously we talked about demand. Movement along the demand curve, which is caused by the price changing, and shifting the demand, which is caused by the weather was changing, right? Now, let's put ourselves in the perspective of the producers. The law of supply. Ceteris paribus, if the price of a good increase, remember, we are the producers now. If the price of a good that I'm selling increase, guys, I'll be happy. I'll be trying to sell more in the market, right? Quantity supply of that good is going to increase. Price go up, QS go up. Price goes down. If the price of the product that I'm selling has gone down, guys, I will cut my supply in the market. I will decrease the quantity supply in the market. Price goes down, quantity supply goes down. This relationship is referred to as a direct relationship or a positive relationship. Changing the price is going to change the quantity supply. Just like what we discussed with demand before, guys. When we change the price, we're just talking about movement along the same supply curve. When we are changing the price, it's just a movement along the same supply curve. All right? The same principle applies to what we did with the movement along in the demand curve, right? Changing the price is just a movement along the demand curve, movement along the supply curve. Supply is the relationship between quantity supply of a good and the price of the good when all other influences on selling plans remain the same. Are you ready, guys? Let's talk about the graph of the supply curve. Okay. When the price per bottle of water is $2, just say quantity supplied by the producers is 11.5. You can plot that, guys. Price goes down to 1.5, guys. Quantity supply will go down, right? Point B. Point C, price goes down even further to $1. Producers are not going to be too happy about that. They are going to cut the quantity supply. So quantity supply goes down to 10. And so on. Okay? So if we connect all these points, guys, supply curve is an upward sloping curve. And this is trying to illustrate to you that price goes up, quantity supply. What did I hear, guys? Go up. Price goes down, quantity supply goes down. Okay? Good. Just like what I did before, guys, I want to emphasize. Let's go to the visualizer again. We can try a bit, quicker here. Supply curve is an upward sloping curve, Tommy. PQ. If the price go up to P1, quantity supply will go up to Q1. Okay, price up, quantity up, price goes down, quantity supply goes down. It's a movement along the curve. It's a movement along the curve. Changing the price is just a movement along the curve. Okay? Movement along the same supply curve. Okay? Just emphasizing my point. Again, guys, draw with me. Draw with me. Okay, good. We can go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Now we are going to start shifting. Okay? And you got the idea already, guys. What is changing here when you want to start shifting, guys? Not the price, Tommy. Other factors changing, you shift. You have seen that in the case of demand, right? So same principle here. Other factors, not the price, changing, you shift the supply curve. Okay. Any influence on selling brands other than the price changing, you shift the supply curve. Okay. Price does not change. What is changing? Maybe the number of sellers in the market is changing. Okay. What are changing? Number of sellers. The cost to produce the product are changing. See, the cost to produce the product is going to influence our supply decisions, yes or no? Profit expectation. Something that is important for the suppliers, for the producers. And that's going to shift the supply curve. Prices of other goods could shift the supply curve, and so on and so on. Let's clarify even further, guys. Let's draw again. Okay, what should we talk about here? Let's go back to ice cream again. Price, quantity, all right? And in this case, we are talking about quantity supply. Help me out, guys. Supply curve, is that downward sloping or upward sloping? Upward sloping, good. Okay. The price is supposed to be there. Quantity supply is there. Okay. I'm not going to change the price, but something else is changing. Okay. What is that something else, guys? Price of sugar increases. See, to make ice cream, you need sugar. Sugar is the raw materials to make ice cream. So what does it mean? That means the cost to produce ice cream become more expensive. Is that good news or bad news? That's bad news, guys, from the perspective of the suppliers. So what do you think the suppliers are going to do, guys? They are going to cut down supply. Are you with me? Okay. So in this case, how do we illustrate that, guys? You shift the supply curve to the left. Guys, when I was a student, guys, I like to think about, the shifting from this perspective, guys. Good news, shift to the right. Bad news, shift to the left. Good news affecting demand, shift the demand curve to the right. Bad news affecting demand, shift the demand curve to the left. Are you with me? Okay? So again, price of sugar increase, the cost to produce ice cream becomes more expensive, then you shift the supply curve to the left. Is that okay? The other way around, guys, if it's cheaper to produce ice cream, then supply is going to shift to the right. Okay? Cost to produce become cheaper, then you shift the supply curve to the right. Is that okay? So, change in other factors, change in non-price factors. In this case, we are talking about cost of production, for example. You shift the supply curve. All right. Copy that. Okay, let's switch back to the PowerPoint presentation. Movement 1, movement 2 is a movement along the supply curve. So what causing that, guys? What was causing that? Changing in the price. Okay. Movement 3, movement 4 is a shift that must be caused by other factors are changing, not the price. Could be the cost of production, could be the productivity of the factories. It could be the number of sellers that exist in the market. Remember my tips. Good news, shift to the right. Bad news, shift to the left. I'll see you in the next part.